Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, great people. I just want to share a quick video with you how to use these allowable deductions in your payroll. If you're an accountant or you are a human resource manager in your company, you might need this template. And if you need this template, please make a comment under the comment section and I'll forward you a link to download this template for free. It's free of charge, right? So let me quickly share my screen with you how these allowable deductions can be reduced from your income to further reduce your tax liabilities. All right, let me share that with you quickly. The company name is Integrity and Compulsory Filing Company Limited. All right, tax calculation table. You can see Mr. Patriotic, his monthly income is 187,500 naira. Okay, annually his income will be 2,250,000. That is when we multiply 187,500 by 12, we get this amount. All right, now let's calculate his rent relief. Why do we have 200,000 here? Simply means his calculated annual rent is less than what the law says. In this case, Mr. Patriotic annual rent is 1 million. 20% of that gave us this 200,000 naira. That's how we got that value. All right, so if we compare 200,000 with the 500k that the law capped, of course 200,000 is lower. That will be his rent. That's why it is here. All right, now let's go over. National Housing Fund is at 2.5%. So we'll take 2.5% of his annual income. That's the value there. All right, National Health Insurance Fund is 5%. 5% of his annual income is this amount. All right, you see there. Then pension is 8%. All right, of course pension is 18%, but your employer contributes 10%, while you, the employee, contributes 8% from your annual income. Right, now to sum all these values, we have this 548,750 naira as his total allowable deductions. Now we will reduce these allowable deductions from his annual income to arrive his taxable income, which is 1,701,150 naira. All right, now let's scroll up. Now this taxable income is now what will be used to apply at the official band rate that was given. All right, it's a mistake here, sorry for that. It's 18%. All right, now the band rate has changed from the initial first 300, second 300. This is the new band rate I'm using that will take effect from 1st January 2026 in Nigeria. The first 800,000 will be charged at 0%. That's why it's dash. Now what do we mean? Now this taxable income, 1.7 million, we will take out 800,000 from here and charge it at 0%. All right, so we are left with 901,250 naira. You can see we will apply that by 15%, and that's why we got 135,000. And by default, we have exhausted his taxable income by the rate. So automatically, this amount is his annual tax liabilities, 135,187 naira. All right. Now, how do you get it monthly? Since this is 12 months, for you to get your monthly annual monthly tax liabilities, for you to get your monthly tax liabilities, divide this amount by 12. All right, divide this amount by 12. Example, this is 135,197.50 kobo. All right, now if you divide it by 12, it becomes his monthly tax payable. This is what it's going to be paying monthly as his tax. Now for pension, since you already calculated pension 180,000, you want to make it monthly, we divide it by 12. All right, that's why we got 15,000 monthly. Also for health insurance, which is we got it at 5%, divided by 12, you get that 9,375 naira. Also for the housing fund, which is 56,250 for annual, divided by 12, we have this value index. So if you're calculating your payroll, for instance, as an accountant, this monthly allowable deduction is what you input into the individual's payroll. This will form their tax liability, this will form their pension, this will form their health insurance, this will also form their housing fund allowable deductions. But if you want to do it annually for filing, if it's FIRS, if you don't file monthly, it's annually. You use these values. All right, these values you use them since they are annual to file for your returns. All right, so that's it. All right, let's go for example 2. I'll not be this detailed because I just want to make you understand how it is done. So let's go to, I think Mrs. Fineface. Yes, this one will explain a lot of. This one will explain detail how this bandwidth is applied. Now, Mrs. Fineface, her annual income is more than 44 million, while her monthly income is 12 million per month. If we multiply that by 12, we have more than 44 million. So her rent, let's say her rent is 9 million naira every year. So 20% of that is 1.8 million. All right. Now 1.8 million is higher than the 500,000 naira capped by law. All right. So that means you're going to take only 500,000 naira. That is why you see 500,000 naira as her rent relief there. All right. 500,000 naira as rent relief. Okay. So I deleted the figure here. It was not supposed to be there. All right. Now that's why we have that. Now her housing fund 2.5% gave us that. Our health insurance fund. So you know how we got this figure already. We just took them annually and multiplied by the annual income. Right? We got this. Now this is her total allowable deductions. If we subtract this from the 144 million, this is her taxable income that will be applied by this rate, this band rate. Right? So the first 800,000 will be at 0%. Of course, this is what we did. 131 million 180,000 minus 800,000. We have this figure, right? And since it's at 0%, there will be no value here. Now, since we still have a huge chunk of money here, we'll take another 2.2 million, which is the next 2.2 million from this value, and multiplied by 15%, we'll get this value. We still have a chunk of money here left, which is 118 million. We'll take the next 9 million, multiplied by 18%, we'll get this 1.6 million, 220,000. We still have a lot of money left, so we'll take the next 13 million, right? So 109 minus 13 million, multiplied by 21%, we get this 2.7 million, 230,000. We still have a chunk of money left, all right? Start taking 13 million. So we'll take the next 25 million, all right? So 96 million, 180,000 minus 25 million. We still have this left. So 25 million at 26% gave us this. Now the remaining amount is 71 million, and the law says any amount left above 50 million, from 50 million and above, should be multiplied at 25%. So multiply the whole of this by 25%, right? That's what we did to get this value. So we multiplied 71 million 180,000 by 25%, all right? And that gave us this 17 million 795,000 naira. So if we sum up the whole of these values here, we now arrive at what we call the annual tax liability. That's what this Mrs. Fineface is supposed to pay every year as her tax, is 28,225,000 based on this bandwidth. But if it's a monthly earner, we will not split this by 12, right? Which will now be monthly tax payable, which is 2,352,083 naira 33 kobo. This is her monthly tax is supposed to pay, right? We can now do the same thing for our pension. Instead of since you do monthly payments or remittance, this is annual housing form, annual health insurance form, annual pension form, right? But to make it monthly, divide it by 12, then use the figure to apply to her payroll or her pay slip, will show her filing. But you can do this individual filing. Going to the FIRS, I've showed you a form before in the case they are made, right? This kind of form where you will show your filing, your name, the income you make, and all of that you show. All right. So that's it for that. All right. So I think I've done justice to this how to calculate your tax, your monthly tax payment for the year, either annually or monthly. Right. Now, total deductions you can see here is 4,212,000. And we sum this monthly, give us this value here, right? So your annual income, your monthly income is 12 million. The difference of 12 million from 4,212,000 gave us 7,787,916 naira 67 kobo. This is your disposable income that you can spend after your tax liability. So this is extensively how to calculate your tax for each individual. So those of you who are accountants or you're an HR, you work in a company, you can use this template. It's just a guide. It's very extensive. I just wanted to explain extensively how to those values, those allowable deductions are reduced from your income. All right. The next video I'm going to be making will be for corporate entities, right, and the capital allowance, the relief they're supposed to get, right, in order to reduce their tax liabilities. Thank you and stay tuned. See you.